It is hard to self-identify the real impact 13 years of school in this district has had on me, to separate it from everything that came before or after. It is easy to talk about specific subjects, what I liked or hated, but to identify what parts of me now really have roots in what I was taught in District 15 is surprisingly difficult for me. Growing up in a family of extremely intelligent and naturally left-brain, academically gifted people, having an artist brain and substantially less of an innate ability for academics, I convinced myself that what I brought to the table was frivolous and less valuable. It was the teachers in these schools that showed me the truths and possibilities of what I carried. I was given opportunities to learn. I was given opportunities to find my place. I was given opportunities to lead. I was given opportunities to find my own type of success.
Hi, I'm Alex Gray, and I graduated from St. Francis 4 years ago, and I just graduated from Concordia College in Moorhead a couple of months ago.
My name is Jamie Zell, and I am a 2005 graduate of SFHS. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for all of your hard work and dedication to all of your students.
Hello, my name is Robert, and I am a 2015 St. Francis graduate. In the last year, I continued my training as a soldier and now serve out at St. Joseph Reserve Center. And in civilian life, I attend here at Anoka Ramsey Community College, where I'm at right now. I'm finishing my AFA in theater and starting my degree in exercise science. I also have the opportunity to work here at the school as a veteran advisor assistant and proudly serve those who served before me by helping them with their education benefits and other problems.
My name is Molly Height, and I graduated from St. Francis High School, class of 2006. After graduation, I went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison and studied zoology and environmental studies. And then I moved to Mississippi, and I taught in a rural high-needs school district, teaching biology for 3 years through a program called the Mississippi Teacher Corps, which allowed me to get my master's in curriculum and instruction at the same time. After teaching for 3 years, I did a domestic national service through AmeriCorps Vista, working with a sustainability nonprofit in Reno, Nevada. And right now, I am in the land of 13 months of sunshine, Ethiopia, serving with the Peace Corps as an agriculture volunteer.
Hi, my name is Rachel Berkness. I graduated from St. Francis High School in 2007, and from there went on to get my undergraduate degree locally at Metropolitan State University, and then I earned my law degree at UC Berkeley School of Law. I now work at a plaintiff's trial firm, Case McLean, Satterley & Greenwood in Oakland, California.
I'm Abilene Olson, and I graduated in 2014 from St. Francis High School. I have been in college for 2 years now, going on 3, and I will graduate at the end of this academic year.
I am Mauricio Frias, and I am a student from St. Francis, class of 2006, and I just came back from Germany for my 10-year reunion.
Hello, I'm Clay, and this is Vampire George Washington, and one of us went to St. Francis.
In college, I had some great opportunities. I studied for a summer in Norway and last fall semester in India, and I also coached speech at Moorhead High School and competed in some college debate.
After high school, I attended Concordia College in Moorhead and graduated in 2009. I studied abroad in Segovia, Spain, and loved the experience so much that 3 years later, I returned to Spain, to Madrid this time, to get my master's degree in Spanish. I studied for 3 long years and graduated in 2014.
I'm in Seattle now after a couple years in England, after a couple years in Providence, graduated in 2009, and since then have mostly been in school, but that's okay because one day I will get a job.
I was taught by brilliant, patient people who had brains so unlike mine, who refused to give up on me, who would sit and go over the same concept in what seemed like a million different ways until I understood it. Teachers who taught me that just because something doesn't come second nature, it doesn't mean it is not mine to learn. and for the first time, I was taught by artists, people who understood what it was like to see and process the world the way I did. People who could create narratives, vibrantly process and finally explain the world in ways I could naturally understand it. Teachers who helped me fall in love with literature, theater, history, music, and visual art, but also gave me confidence in my ability to find myself in the other subjects too, teaching me to process the information I was given through the brain that I had, instead of forcing myself to try methods designed for and by people whose brains work so differently than mine.
The thing I appreciated about District 15 was the amount of dedicated and really loving teachers I've had. Miss Ordner, Miss Geegan, all the way through high school.
Being in the Peace Corps gives you a lot of time to think, and so lately I've been reflecting on my roots, where I came from, and how what I experienced in my childhood helped prepare me for the path that I find myself on right now. My three siblings and I all attended St. Francis High School between the years of 1994 to 2008. There was a very large span of time where we got to see the district grow and shrink, change over the years. And I've been reflecting on how that time at St. Francis specifically helped prepare me for where I am right now. My parents always told me that you alone make your education, and that was important for me to hear so that I would take responsibility for my own learning. Having grown older and reflecting back on my learning, I realized how that mentality is a tad bit incomplete, because it was the teachers in my lives that inspired my creativity, showed me how to lead by example, and motivated me to always strive to achieve more.
And in thinking about what I wanted to do after I graduated, I mean, it's really been obvious to me since, I'd say, my junior or senior year of high school that I wanted to be a teacher, because I had such a positive experience in this district. And thinking back all the way back from elementary school, a lot of attention to my development, opportunities in enrichment classes, and then continuing to high school, where I was able to participate in a lot of college and schools classes, different after-school activities like speech and debate, music, NHS student council, school newspaper. And really school was just a lot of fun for me, and there were so many teachers that were passionate not just about their subject areas, but about forming positive relationships with students. And I really felt that there were a lot of teachers where I could go to talk about, whether it was what I was planning on doing after high school, or something else that I was dealing with in my personal life, or whatever it might be, that there were a lot of people that I could go to, and I felt very comfortable and safe and loved here.
Some of the memories that I have are, for example, when I was in the speech team, and I was able to use those skills in a presentation I had to do for my bachelor's in France, where I got first place for the best bachelor topic out of 200 and plus foreign students out of 65 engineering schools. So I'm very happy I took speech while I was in school, and I was able to do it in French. Then some of my favorite subjects were all the music stuff and the arts. And with the music, I was able to continue when I was in Bolivia. And I started an orchestra in my university, which now gives scholarships to all the students. And I guess my peak was playing in a orchestra in Paris while I was doing my studies. And I guess lastly was drama, one of the things that I continue doing by performing and dancing with a non-profit organization in Germany. And hopefully next year I'll be doing a musical over there.
Serving here in Ethiopia and experiencing the community and the culture, I'm extremely excited after service to return to Minnesota, continue teaching in the cities, and continue connecting with the Ethiopian community and the largest population of the Oromo diaspora, being able to use the language that I'm learning, Afan Oromo, after service as well.
So in total, from kindergarten to my JD, that is 20 years of formal education. And in that 20-year span, the teacher who by far had the biggest influence on me was Mr. King in 7th and 8th grade. He took on sort of a counseling role for me and went above and beyond in really helping me through those tough formative years. And it was through his class that I got to play a lawyer in a mock trial. And it was also through his class that I was introduced to the debate team. I was on the St. Francis High School debate team in 7th and 8th grade. And that really set me on the path that I am now, just to becoming a lawyer, and put those values and made me realize how much fun that you could have with forming an argument and using your words in that sort of a way. So I'm very thankful to Mr. King for what he's done. I know that I probably would have ended up somewhere very different if it weren't for him.
To Miss Dahl for fostering in me a love for reading and helping me to become a reading machine, according to my dad. To Mr. Dean for teaching me that laughing at myself is not a bad thing. To Miss Hume for being an all-around awesome teacher. To Ms. V for helping me have self-confidence. To Miss Mo for showing me how to be a leader in class and on the newspaper. To Mr. Stevens, who showed me how to be a team player and knowledgeable. To Mr. Taylor, for showing me how to take a good photo, even if I had to develop it 5 times to get it right. And also, finally, to the entire Spanish department there for developing my love for Spanish and the diverse multicultural world around me.
All of these people who really helped shape who I was as both a child and as a young adult, and then also helped me narrow and focus on what I wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve beyond high school and beyond college.
Education is one of those capital T things that makes us who we are, right? Think about how much time we spend in school. It's a formative time and a huge human effort, and these are definitely platitudes, but they're also deeply true and shouldn't be discounted. School's about learning the meaning of inquiry, and that whole David Foster Wallace thing about learning how to think, and I am deeply glad that I've learned what it means to inquire. I'm working as a journalist now, after having gone to school for not that, and the name of the game is inquiry. So I'm in a fortunate position getting to ask questions for a living, because most people don't have that opportunity. But you do have it in school, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful for my St. Francis education.
So many teachers at ISD 15 who really helped me get through it and formed a really good foundation for me. Mr. Keeler, Mr. Hansen, Mr. McLean. There are fantastic teachers at ISD 15 who really put their time and effort into making sure that I became the best person that I can be. So I'm incredibly thankful for the education I got, and it was absolutely essential for me doing what I'm doing now, which I love, practicing law and representing people. Thank you.
I teach Spanish to 8th grade students as well as the high school students at Pact Charter School in Ramsey.
I'm happy to share that I will be a teacher. I will be teaching social studies, and I'll be coaching speech and debate at Blaine High School starting in a couple weeks. So thank you so much to everyone. I know that teaching is kind of a thankless job, but know that you've had a positive impact on many students, including me.
And maybe it's just because we're Minnesota nice, but there was always a soft touch and a deft way of handling difficult situations that I always appreciated as a sensitive baby. So thank you for all your hard work. It means the world, and as a soon-to-be legitimate adult trying to pave her own way in the world, I do appreciate the hard work that you've put forth. Thank you for helping me find my own path.
Thank you so much for everything, and I hope you all have a great school year.
So thanks again, and good luck the school year.
A huge shout out and thank you to all the staff and teachers of Independent School District 15 for giving me and my fellow classmates the tools and skills to help accomplish our goals and dreams. Thank you very much.
It wasn't the brick building or the courses that I took that empowered me to be the person that I am today. It was the men and women standing in front of the classroom leading my learning that really empowered me to get where I am. And I won't sugarcoat it and say that every one of them was the very best. I certainly had my favorites, just like everybody else. My favorites were based on who was the most committed, who was the most competent, and I think, in my opinion, the most important was who was the most excited for my learning. Even young children in elementary or younger can pick up on, I think, those three qualities: being committed, being competent, and being excited for the learning of others. As a teacher myself now, I hope that I can embody those three qualities and live up to the examples that I had growing up in St. Francis High School.
I stand now a completely different person than I was when I was 17 and graduating from high school. As my old classmates planned a 10-year reunion and I look back to that time, I feel almost unrecognizable. But the truth is this: who I am now is a product of what went on in these schools. I am a product of seeds planted by teachers starting at SFE in the Take-Apart Center with a hammer and a ruler I was sure would be useful in disassembling an old phone. I am the product of a teacher who sat next to my defeated self in high school, teaching me math, while refusing to let me convince him that I was in a class that was a level too high for me. I am the product of being taught by strong women who were unapologetic, confident, and brave, who fortified me to take my own place, to find my own rhythm. I am the product of a speech coach who saw my potential and refused to be surprised by my success. I am the product of teachers who loved me, who saw me, and who fought for me. I am the product of ISD 15. I am an artist. I have an exhaustive curiosity and love for people and their stories. I have a voice that I am not afraid of. I am happy. I am free.